Now we're going to talk about the term flying monkey. I know we've discussed it on this channel before. A flying monkey is essentially a person who is doing the bidding of a witch or a warlock, a person who they have been put under mind control with. These people do not have thoughts on their own. Most of the people that I have been discussing and saying by name in these videos all share one consciousness. They literally share one brain. One person comes up with the idea, they all share this idea. They don't have to like it, love it, or gotta have it. They just do it because that's what they're programmed to do. These people don't understand it and they don't realize it until it's far too late, but they are under mind control. They're not thinking of their own volition, okay? Now, today in our society, because of narcissism and A-type personality disorder, we would call these people flying monkeys. But in the past, these people, when we were just talking about witches and warlocks, in the past, these people would be called familiars. People hear the term familiar and they're familiar with the term familiar and they assume it's an animal. But a familiar is a person who is working under, or a being that is working under the guise of another person's control. So these human people are familiars. They're no different than a crow or a rat or an owl or a cat or anything of that nature that you've seen in like a witch's movie where this animal is going around watching and paying attention to things, and then they're coming back and they're reporting it to the witch or the warlock. If you think about their behaviors, they are flying monkeys. They hover around the person who is supposed to be the target, and then they gather information and they do whatever assignment that they're on, and then they come back and report it to the witch or the warlock or the person who is in control. Okay? This brings me to another point. When you are in a relationship or in conjunction with these types of people, not the familiar, but the witch or the warlock, they will leave you alone for a while, and then they start doing something called hoovering. Hoovering is just like what it sounds like. It's hovering over you, being all over you, consuming you, and to the point where it kind of draws you back to that person, okay? And they do this by utilizing their familiar or their flying monkey, or they put people in your existence that say and do things that draw you back to their awareness. It keeps them in your psyche, because essentially you've cut the cord between you and that person. You don't think about them, you don't talk about them, you don't care about them, and they don't like that. They can't draw energy from you in that way. So they have to reconnect that cord. So essentially me making these videos all the time kind of is a cord, but really I'm just snitching on people, and I don't really care enough to have a connection with these people. They can't draw energy from me.